What is up, everybody? Kaylee here playing Minecraft, and I am on the SMP server, still yet unnamed, but we are currently working on it. Because of this, Atchelane has been busy and has created a courthouse. And it works pretty simply. This section, this courthouse here, is for yes and no questions. This in here is for further discussions, for example, name for the server. People have been writing in these books for name suggestions. Donator appreciation wall, we're kind of considering that to help fund our server. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Atchelane, it's kind of a subway / train system. And let's see, up here we have marketplace / shops, and I think these two are empty. I actually would like to borrow one of these to discuss the topic of this episode. UHC Season 1B. And this is E29. That's from me. Posted 3/22/2013. My Facebook is up, as well as TV's on. Watching some hockey. Detroit beating Anaheim 3-1 so far. Anyways, so for this one, there's no book and quill in here, but I think there's... Okay, there's materials. Not quite. We need ink sacs. Is what we need. Let's see if we can go find some. So yeah, the any in Knuckles roleplays? No. So yeah, we're going to discuss the most recent UHC as well as future UHCs in this episode. It doesn't look like there's any squids out here. See if there's any in the trash can. No. Here's some roses. And here, this is mycelium. Flint. Hey, there's some gunpowder in here. I can sell that to Evan. Some cobblestone missing. I will give that back. That leather should probably go in. And in exchange, I will give you half a stack of wood. But, yeah, we had a UHC Season 1, it was last weekend, and, it was a blast. The final episode has gone out today, so I am free to, talk about it to my heart's content. And my heart is content with talking about all of it. Long story short, I won. And I don't know how surprising that would be. I do know the most about UHC. I do know more about it than anyone else on the server currently. So I knew what I had to do. I knew all about health monitoring and, you know, dealing with mobs and stuff. I have low disk space. Hang on, let me address that really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully that will help things. I just got rid of some footage from UHC as well as Caves of the Mainland. Quick note on that, I have completed it. I'm quite backlogged on it right now. So, the future episodes shall be coming along in the coming couple weeks, I guess. Squid! But yeah, UHC Season 1. I ended up becoming the victor of that. But I almost actually ended up the first death. I ran to Smith pretty early on. To begin with, it was me, Smith, Hydra, Evan, and Knuckles as the original 5. And, yeah, we rocked house. we were going to use a map that Smitje had made, but unfortunately, some of the stuff that he did didn't work. Mainly, he had command blocks to help teleport everybody to random locations. Unfortunately, for one, they didn't exist in the update that we had, which was 1.4.5. Command blocks didn't exist in that update, so unfortunately, we couldn't use that. Not to mention the fact that Lehydra kept getting kicked, or kept getting disconnected from the server because of, I don't know, something about the server itself messed it up. But, I guess I can give you a bit more of a tour in here. This is floor number 2, as I talk. This is the tower. This one's for, I don't know if that's on. No, it's off. That's on. But, yeah, Lehydra kept getting disconnected from the server, and the command blocks didn't exist in 1.4.5, so we had to use a different map, which I kind of threw together randomly, and did some minor stuff, and it was pretty fun. It was a short series. This is the beacon, by the way, to signal stuff. Signal when topics have arrived. Same in here. I think this is the one that says, hey, there's topics to be discussed, and then the one below it is the one saying, hey, there's new topics going on here. So, but yeah, so we kicked it off, and I immediately ran away, and unfortunately Smitje ended up with quite a bit of lag on his end, and ended up taking some damage right away. We did start in the middle of the night, so he unfortunately took damage pretty quickly. Knuckles took some damage pretty quickly as well, but Smitje had a lot of lag, and unfortunately that cost him a lot of health. So he ended up losing health pretty quickly, but he did find me pretty quickly. I swam away from everyone, and seeing as I made the map, I made sure not to go to any of its focal points, namely the village. I moved a village onto the map, and I made sure to avoid it at first. And first I saw Lehydra, and kind of freaked out and ran. I was like, oh crap, Lehydra, even though he didn't see me. So, but I ran anyways, and it turns out I ran right over to where Smitje was, and he ended up seeing me run into what was supposed to be my new home, and tried to attack me. Me with only a wooden sword, wooden tools. Kind of freaked out, even though he was kind of low on health. Well, I don't have any food on me. Yeah, he was quite low on health, but I didn't want to take any risk or take any damage right away. So I tried to run away. I basically dug down as far as I could until he gave up on me, and pretty much spent the rest of the first episode. Future pots. Pretty much spent the rest of the first episode punching my way out because my wooden pickaxe broke. And eventually I was able to gather my stuff, but Smitje ended up dying first, falling to his death. Evan followed not too long afterwards, killed by a spider. He ran into a lot of mob trouble. And Knuckles and Lehydra got into some brief combat, and Knuckles ended up getting killed there. Then Lehydra and I ended up in the final battle, in which I used an array of tactics to finally take him out, namely Flint and Steel and Lava Bucket. And, yeah. He burned to death, basically. So let me take care of this, and then I'll talk about my thoughts afterwards. So, hello. Oh wait, I gotta start with my name. E29. Let me bring this keyboard down so it doesn't rock back and forth. Hello. So it seems that everyone enjoyed the first season of UHC, and Mitch and I are considering doing a Season 1B for those that did not attend in Season 1A. Kitty, Mitch, Atchelane. This mainly pertains to them, though feedback from everyone is feedback from I have to do this. E29. Everyone is appreciated. Shall we do a Season 1B? When do we include the runner-up for a total of 5, or maybe winner and first death. Or something else. Discuss. Oops, done. You don't sign it, you just click done, and the other guys will come through and post something. So yeah, my thoughts as we head back to the stadium. I think, for the most part, I think I did pretty well. I'm quite pleased with how I went through things. There were some moments that were kind of unavoidable, and there were a couple of things that I would like to change. For my strengths, I liked my tactics. As we hit them through the portal, that is kind of loud. Alright. Yeah, I liked my tactics. My main goal was to get an array of weaponry, which was sword, bow, flint and steel, and a bucket of lava, which I was able to do. And at least to get iron armor. And then I was going to have a continuing goal of enchanting table, but unfortunately that did not completely work out. And that's mainly because I found some diamonds, but it wasn't enough for a diamond pickaxe and an enchanting table. So I was one short, unfortunately. So if I had known that sooner, I probably would have made like a diamond sword at least, or two, I don't know. At least one diamond sword, and then left the rest for, well, I forgot to put the ink sacks away. But yeah, then I would have put the rest in towards, I don't know, save the rest for later, in case I found more diamonds. But I did not do that. I could fill that in. So I made a diamond pickaxe instead, and even though I ended up winning the game, or winning the UHC, it still kind of that was kind of a bit of a mistake on my part. Something I should not have done. I should have noticed sooner that I only had 4 diamonds, which would not be enough for an enchanting table and a pickaxe. I should have just gone with a sword, but it all worked out in the end, as we have a sleep. Alright. That away. I think we might work on the suite. No, we're gonna work on the lock rooms just a little bit. I've decided to use iron blocks. And, Evan, I am going to sell my gunpowder to you for iron blocks, seeing as he wants gunpowder. That's about as much as I have. 1 3/4 stacks. Put that in there for now. Let's go check out the farm. I can stock up on some more carrots. Yeah, that's the main flaw I had. Besides that, it was just little things like I could have ran away a little more efficiently in the beginning and not run into Smidge or Lay Hydra. But I didn't take damage from either of them during that, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I did take a bit of fall damage at one point that I could have avoided. I saw the village at one point, and I was like, ooh, village, and proceeded to fall and took a half-heart of damage, which wasn't that big of a deal, but yeah. So yeah, iron blocks for the showers, I think. It's what I use predominantly when I made this arena in creative mode, so of course I will not have nearly enough here. But that's the plan. Eventually these are going to be automated with an actual shower head, so I think this is going to be wood. Hope I have enough planks. I think I will. But yeah, those are the couple main things. One thing I should have done with the server, we ended up playing on easy mode, and excuse me, and that was mainly because I didn't know how to change the game mode, and it was partially because I didn't know what game mode it was on at the time. But yeah, we ended up playing in easy, and I don't think anybody noticed until watching Evan's perspective when he ran into some cave spiders, and when they bit him, it didn't poison him like they would have. And so at that point I was like, oh, I didn't put it on. Didn't put it on normal, at least. But I think that saved a lot. Saved us from a lot of instances. And the fact that we were not playing on a snapshot or 1.5, mainly because we couldn't, because the mod hasn't updated. But yeah, that's one thing that I should have thought about when working on the server itself, and probably made a better border. I made it out of dirt. It was just a dirt path, really. What I did was I deleted a couple chunks worth of land around the entire map. Oh, I forgot that this was that strong. But yeah, I deleted like a couple chunks worth of land around the map, 400 by 400 roughly, and when I recreated a new chunk, I chose flat land and dirt, and even though it was a fairly noticeable border, it wasn't very aesthetically pleasing, and grass started growing over it as time went on. Even though that wasn't that big of an issue, it was still kind of a quick fix, so something I could have done a little better in the building phase. I think overall in the UHC phase, I think I did everything the way I should have. I ran into a couple skeletons. I'm trying to remember all the damage I took. I took a half a heart of fall damage. I took 2 shots from 2 different skeletons. I think that's it. I ended up taking 2 hearts of damage in total, and I had such a hard time finding apples. Like, I was watching everybody else's perspective, and they'd take down a tree or 2, and in the first episode, everybody except me had an apple, and even though I was busy running away from Smitjay, and then digging my way out of a cave, when I went to actually go look for apples, I spent, like, the majority of episode 3 was me looking for an apple, and it wasn't until I brought Hydra in the call for the final battle that I ended up finding an apple and was able to get to full health. So right at the end, I ended up having a slight advantage over him because he was down to 1.5 hearts. Not down to 1.5 hearts, he had lost 1.5 hearts. And, yeah, so I got lucky there. And then we got into combat, and I honestly thought I would have lost. Dang it. Facebook creeping me out. I would have lost, I kind of feel like, because Hydra is a PvP guy. Even though I've never really seriously fought him. Like, if you watch the Mobument series, every time he goes to kill me, I don't really fight back. I just let him do his thing and, you know, whatever. That's usually how I go through any form of bullying, so I just ignore it. It'll go away. But, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it, it's all wonky now. Efficiency doesn't work the same way it used to. Oh yeah, should I make that 3 wide? Yeah. But yeah, Smitjay was down 1.5 hearts, and I was able to find an apple to get myself back to full health right before the battle began. And he had more arrows than I did. I only found 2, and I didn't take the time to gather flint or feathers to grind arrows. I just picked them off of a skeleton or 2, and you know, I missed both shots too. And Smitjay hit me like twice with arrows, but oh yeah, I can't really widen this one because like right here is the. Not only is right here the stadium itself, but yeah, you can see that. But you know, might do that and then finish this off with quartz. But yeah, I gotta do something about this because this is kind of a bad site. Maybe I'll move. No, I can't really do that. I don't know. To figure something out, but at least up to this corner I can. Whoa, my mouse flipped out. Alright. Actually, this is my brother's mouse. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun seeing it from everybody else's perspective too, because then you get to see, you know, just how close you were to guys and how things could have been differently if some things changed. You know, like the incident with me and Smitjay right in the beginning, like Hydra ended up running by as well, and he saw Smitjay and I saw both of them at one point. Well, I saw both of their name tags at one point, and you know, luckily I was way down in the ground, so Hydra didn't really see me. But he saw Smidge, and he actually just kind of ran from him. It was kind of too early to get into combat, which I think was another reason why I ran away. It's because I was like, nope, not doing this now. And even though there would have been a fairly good chance at Smidge's health at the time, I could have killed him. I didn't want to take any unnecessary damage, and so I ran away like a little sissy girl. But it was worth it because I ended up winning. And fighting Smidge would have meant the difference between winning and losing, I think. I don't know if I would have ended up part of the final two at the end. And if I continued everything else the same way I did, I probably, if I did, I would have definitely lost. I know that much. Let's see. There's a fight going on in hockey. Got a little bit distracted. It was a wrestling match. It wasn't that good. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I greatly enjoyed it. And I honestly was kind of rooting for Knuckles for the most part. But he had a bit of a... He kind of let his commentary get the better of himself, I think. Yeah. He was the most talkative out of everyone. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it did, in his episode 3, you can tell that, his own commentary got the better of him. And, it was like a scene out of a cheesy horror movie. You can just telling him, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. He's right there, you can hear him. How can you not hear that? But he never heard it, and being at about half health, he died pretty quickly to a Hydra, who saw him from a mile away, and no, I don't have an axe on me, but yeah, that's how that went down. And I'm actually making a 4th episode. It's going to be a montage of sorts. Ooh, we got a bit of a brawl here. But yeah, I'm making a montage, and it's going to be quite interesting. I'm using a little bit of everybody's footage, and so it should be fairly interesting. I need these. Iron gravel, yes. So yeah, that will come out maybe this weekend. I had to redo it because Windows Movie Maker has been exceptionally derpy lately, and actually crashed on me a couple times. And at one point, actually 2 points, it crashed before I could save. And, well, no, the first time it crashed, I actually did save, but I saved kind of as it crashed. And it caused me to lose some stuff, because I guess I accidentally deleted some footage that I didn't want to delete, and then it crashed, and yeah, I'll at least get rid of this unsightly gravel here. I'm not sure what the walls are going to be right now. I'll at least dig this out. Go grab some smooth stone and fill that in for now. But yeah, so we're considering a UHC, well, we're starting to consider UHC Season 1B. We're also talking about Season 2 as well. Season 1B, it would mainly consist of anybody who was not in Season 1A, which is Mitch, Kitty, and Atchelane. And so that would include them. And we might, and since that's only 3 of them, we might also throw in the winners of Season 1A, like the winner runner-up, which would be me and my Hydra. Another suggestion would be the winner and the first out, so it wouldn't be too completely one-sided. So it'd be like me and Smitjay. So that just popped up like not too long ago, so we haven't even started discussing that. Oh, I think I'm okay. There we go. Got some heavy lag there. A couple torches in there. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, so Season 1B is in kind of a question mark at the moment. Season 2, I don't know when that one's going to be, but we would like to have Season 2 involve everybody on the server at the same time. And hopefully that does work out. We just gotta figure out how to do that. As for the server, I gotta finish up this little bit here for the stands, and then I'll start working on the suites. There'll be one there, and I guess one right here. That one's gonna kind of get in the way. Unfortunately, it's kind of in the middle of everything. I'll put, I don't know. I'm gonna try to make it not be too obstructive. It'd be cool to have like a giant video board right here, video screen, a jumbotron. Might try to do that. But yeah, there's gonna be some pretty big projects coming up. The Atchelane is coming out, and a couple other projects. The Atchelane's a subway system. We're talking about marketplace or a mall of some sort, stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. But I think that's all for today. I've rambled on quite enough. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all next time.